My diagnosis was I had cancer all over my abdomen. In fact, one of my doctors said that it's like someone blew a dandelion in your abdomen.
My diagnosis was stage 3B, colorectal cancer.
I had colon cancer. I mean, I just could not believe it. That was the furthest thing from my mind.
I was diagnosed then with stage 4 lung cancer, both lungs.
I thought I had a bad case of food poisoning. Found out that I was stage 2 colorectal cancer.
Indeed, 1 out of 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. I'm a registered nurse, so telling me I had cancer was like, check it again. It can't be right.
It was going to kill me, and they said I'd be dead within 6 months.
I was diagnosed less than 2 months after my wedding. I was 29 years old.
When you think, well, that couldn't happen to me. I'm 35, I'm perfectly healthy, I'm getting ready to go, doing another set of flying orders for the Navy. Having cancer is the last thing on your mind.
The radiologist said, you're too young for this, but you'll get through it.
It was like 20% live, 80% die. I said, no, we're going to flip that around.
When I was originally diagnosed, and the 5-year survival rate was 4%. And when I read that, I decided I was going to be the 4%.
I gave it 100%. I wasn't going to let it beat me.
I don't care if they say your odds are 1,000,000 to 1, then my thought is be the one. I told my doctor, we're going to beat this. And I said, come along for the ride, because it's going to be a heck of a ride. And I said, we're going to make history.
I've learned that I can persevere farther than I thought I could.
I found that I was stronger than I expected to be. I might be small, but I'm not a wimp.
I had strength that I never knew I had. Believe in yourself. When you don't think you've got the strength to do it, dig a little deeper. It's in there, you'll find it.
I think it's all about the mind, reframing perspective, looking at things from different angles, and knowing that your perspective is your truth, but that doesn't mean that truth can't change.
I would say that cancer was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. I had a life event that made me realize what really mattered, what was important.
You find things are not important. People and friends are important.
It's not until you think you could lose something that sometimes you recognize the importance of it. And now that I'm in a place of healing and health, I want to continue to make those memories.
I wouldn't trade my experience. I wouldn't trade it. If I could go back and have that colonoscopy reveal nothing, I wouldn't, because my life is so much deeper and more meaningful now.
Life beyond cancer has forced me to see the world very differently.
You hug your kids every day, you hug your wife, and you're thankful for every moment. For me, life beyond cancer, in about 30 minutes, I'm going to go to a flight brief, and I'm going to hop in an F-18 and go flying again. And life after cancer wasn't the traditional way to have kids, but I've got 2 amazing kids, and they're here, and I love them to death.
Now, one of the things I'm really intentional about is educating people.
Use the skills that you have and the experiences you have and give back. Try to inspire others, try to motivate others.
I found it important for my survivorship to do for, pay it forward.
There are other people who are going through the healing process. They may not have had colon cancer, they may have had some other type, but we were able to connect. In that moment, when I needed them the most, and I wasn't for sure what the next day would look like, they were always there with a smile, showing me that the next day would be better, and I am forever grateful for that.
I wear 2 wristbands on my left arm, and one of them says motivate, inspire, and educate. And the other one I had made, and on one side it says win the day, and on the other side it says make history.
We all have a limited time on the planet. You can choose to spend it having fun, or you can choose to spend it feeling sorry for yourself. You're going to enjoy life a lot more if you have a little fun along the way.
I don't have to allow this diagnosis to keep me in a fearful place of that my life stops, because it doesn't.
When you get up every day, you have a choice. You can let life take advantage of you, or you can say, I'm going to win today. And I don't just say it. I don't just say, well, this is my philosophy. You got to live it every day.